Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon.
May you please state your name?
Yeah, my name is Mutwatsi Ikaneng.
Okay, and where you are from?
I'm from Botalaota Ward.
And in which years did you train at the Serowe Farmers Brigade?
I started on the 10th of July 1967 up to 10th of July 1970.
Okay, so I'd like you to tell us a story about, your general life as a trainee at the Serowe Brigade.
Well, it was very tough. It was very tough because when we started,
yes,
there was nothing. It was only forest, and we were only told that this is where you are going to start.
Okay, so basically, how did Patrick van Rensburg influence the atmosphere of the brigade back at that time?
Well, he influenced it by he was very strong on telling people, going even to the quota to tell the parents the importance of children going to the brigades.
So it was important for you people to get an education.
That's right.
Okay, so do you have any memories that you feel you want, our society to know of back then?
Well, yes. What I can say is that during those days,
Yes.
brigades were taken as nothing else that can bring future. And most of the people who we started with left the brigades before they complete, simply because they thought there were no future.
Okay, so you stayed on to complete.
Well, I stayed there to complete my three-year course.
Okay, which course was this?
I was doing farming. That include animal husbandry and crop husbandry.
Okay, those were your main interests.
Those were my main
back
interests.
then. Okay, so how did the education principles that were offered at the brigade, how did they influence your life?
They really influenced my life, but more especially development studies. Development studies was the most subject that really influenced me because it taught me a lot of things. How I should change my life. Why am I training?
Okay, so were there any bad incidents at your school?
Oh, well, not really. Not really. It's only because during that time, some people were thinking that you should be paid, but because there was no payment, that's why some of the people didn't complete. Yeah, I remember one time there was a strike.
Okay, what was the strike?
The strike was about that. We were complaining that we are not given sufficient education.
Okay, so you were striking.
So we were striking for more education.
Okay, which was not overall. Was your strike responded to? Were the results positive?
Well, it was positive. It was responded positively.
Okay, they increased their education input.
That's right.
Okay, so tell us about your life after Serowe Farmers Brigade. Where did you go after the brigade?
After the brigades, I worked in the brigades for almost 15 years.
Okay, tell us about
I was a garden supervisor for 5 years, and then later I became the Serowe Forestry Brigade manager.
Okay.
Yeah, until I left in 1984.
So from being a student, now you became a part of the brigade.
That's right.
How did that make you feel?
Well, I was very happy because I was now trying to teach
what
I have learned. So you can see that even now when I go, I always meet some of my students. Then that makes me very pleased. Some of them have gone even as far as to train in Kenya, Australia. You see now.
That's how you see your input and
my input there.
Is that the only way you served the country after that, or you went on further?
I went to train more, and I went to Zimbabwe. Patrick van Rensburg took me to Zimbabwe at a college called Ranch House College.
Oh, then you also trained at other colleges, only in Botswana, but at Zimbabwe as well.
As well as IDM.
So what are your thoughts on the present Serowe Farmers Brigade?
Well, it's bad. The present Farmers Brigade is down. I don't know why. I think even the production has gone very low. I once went there to see how it's going, but
you were not happy.
No, I was not happy at all.
So you were disappointed to see that.
To see what we struggled
to
build. It's gone out, completely gone.
I'm also sad to hear that that's the current situation of the Farmers Brigade.
Oh, no.
Have they tried to improve the situation at this present moment?
Not that. You see, you used to have goats. We used to have chickens. We used to have to make cheese, butter. See, all these things
quite
gone.
a variety of things.
There's nothing that is now happening around the farmers' brigades.
They don't make anything
They
at all.
don't make anything at all.
Oh, but
It's only milk, raw milk.
that is not processed.
Yeah, they're not processing anything.
How do you think that maybe there's something that you can do to, build them up again or inspire them and, give them reasons to start it up and, have as much enthusiasm as you did back in your day?
If the brigade was taken over by government, yes, we'll have some input. But right now, because it's now government property, we cannot.
You cannot do anything.
Cannot do anything about it,
which is sad. So, looking back, how do you feel about the whole experience of the early brigade school?
Well, the experience of the early brigade school is if you can go around and see those people who have trained in brigades, not only Sorai Farmers Brigade, those who train in the brigades.
Okay.
All over, where you find them, you find them, they know what they are doing. Some of them are the ones who are making plans for Botswana. You go to Gaborone, you go to everywhere.
Okay.
They are doing all this sort of things.
So they are, pillars.
Pillars of the Botswana right now.
Pillars of the community.
Yeah, you see?
So, do you have any of your family members who also attended the brigade as part of their education?
You mean such as my children, what?
Yeah,
No.
after. Or you encourage them to further their studies at the universities. Okay, we thank you for your time, sir. We appreciate all the information that you've given us.